Good day, ladies and gentlemen. This is Sarah van Genen, aka Mr. VG, and we are now deep into this chapter of analytical geometry. Specifically, we are going to look at midpoint. Again, this is video 1 of 2 about midpoint, specifically the easier one, where we look at just practicing the midpoint formula. The first question is very simple. Calculate the midpoint between those two set of coordinates. Use the midpoint formula. What is the midpoint formula again? x1 plus x2 over 2 and y1 plus y2 over 2. After that, substituting in. Please don't worry about writing anything in between. Just give your answers as 2 and 1/2. Easy, right? But what if they ask it a bit differently? What if they ask it to you like this? Now, this is a question that I've asked my students many times. I love it. If M is the coordinates 3, B, and that is the midpoint of A, 4, and K, -3, 10, determine A and B. So in other words, M is the midpoint between A and K. Try it yourself, why don't you? So what I love to do is write out the midpoint formula, but split up into the two equations. If you are a bit unsure about this, please go back and watch the theory video where I talk about the midpoint formula and the split up. So if I look at the split up and I substitute in, I get these two sets of coordinates. 3 as being A plus -3 over 2, and B, which is 4 plus 10 over 2. Again, ladies and gents, please stop now by thinking that this is analytical geometry. What if it was normal algebra? How would I solve those two sets of equations? Well, I would start by going to B because it's the easy one. 4 plus 10 is 14 over 2. That gives me 7. Ta-da! But now what about A? Bit more tricky. I'm going to multiply straight through by 2. And this leaves me with that value of A being 9. If you are a little bit unsure, hit the pause button, try it again yourself, and you'll see it's really not that difficult. But this is Mr. VG signing out. Please watch the next video about the applications of midpoints in different shapes. Keep well. Cheers.